if you take Dame out and put him on Steph Golden State teams, he gonna win a few championships.
Nah, I disagree there, but we could switch it.
Dame?
Yeah.
You don't think Dame winning with KD?
Damian Lillard confuses people because he has all the tools, but I still don't think he knows how to put it together. He shoots way too many shots. He doesn't apply enough pressure. And I'm going to pose this question to you.
Jesus Christ. Will, what are you?
Who are you choosing, Allen Iverson or Damian Lillard?
Allen Iverson.
Okay, Damian Lillard shoots way better, has way more skills than what AI.
Yeah, but AI has the intangible.
Exactly. Dame Lillard is a mirage. You want to talk about smoke and mirrors? Dame Lillard is a mirage. It's an array of talent.
Bro, the thing, he and Steph different, right? I'm not talking about shooting. Steph obviously is a better shooter, but the way Steph plays off the ball. Steph don't need the ball. And Steph, so when he does that, he opens up the game for everybody. You know, Draymond could go to the hoop and get easy layup because they got to hug onto Steph and stuff. Them don't play like that.
You making my argument for me? Keep going.
No, but we're not arguing if he's a better player than Steph or not. I think Steph is way better than Dame.
That's not even the same team. If Damian Lillard changes place with Steph Curry, not even close.
If Dame plays with KD and Clay, you're not winning championship.
Maybe KD. KD was winning, but that first one, no.
You don't think Dame
that
wins?
First, no. Yo, I remember one time I was watching sports, and I think this was like last year, and I'm just watching clips, and I'm seeing Dame Lillard pointing his watch. He's in Golden State. He's like, yo, it's Dame time. At the end of the game, Steph Curry has 62 points. Dame had 30-something. No. Like, he's cool. What are you talking, man? You better go get a stop.
I don't like them to come. I don't like none of the all that shit. I don't like that.
But I'm saying Steph Curry is twice as much as Dame.
Steph's a better player.
Even intangibles.
No, but I just told you, I'm not comparing Steph and Dame. I'm just saying, you put Dame in a different... Bro, Dame was playing in the playoffs last year. He threw the ball to his second best player to make a play to win the game. He stepped out of bounds.
He had C.J. McCollum. He had LaMarcus Aldridge. Allen Iverson would have got that team to the finals. That's what I'm saying. And I would
had Melo, and they couldn't do work.
Playing in that system where he has the ball, it was tough for AI and Melo to kind of coexist because they used to both scoring. But Dame Lillard got the Allen Iverson roster. Put your head down and go do what you want. Fucking
AI had the best defensive team in the league. He had Dikembe, Lynch.
Dame is not a smart
Mackey.
player, is my argument. Dame has all the tools. These deep threes. At the most inopportune time, he doesn't apply pressure. He comes off a half court. If he makes a three, great. If he doesn't, shrug his shoulder. He don't put pressure on the defense with all that skill set.
He could do more.
That's it.
He could do more. I'm not, but that's it. The same thing we talk about just now about comparing players. Like, the same thing we're saying when I say Mike is better than LeBron, that doesn't mean LeBron is terrible. You doing the same thing with Dame.
No, I kind of think Dame is terrible. I think he's a mirage.
No, stop.
Nah, dead ass.
You bugging.
He's a looter and a riot. Nah.
You're acting like Dame is like Kemba Walker or something.
Close. I think because people got $100 million contract and a sneaker deal, they not even on the same. Every year in February, call me when Damian Lillard tells me he's getting disrespected because he wasn't voted in the All-Star game. Call me and tell me that.
That is corny. I don't like that.
Every year.
I don't like that.
Every year, dog. Who are you better than?
You can't come around here. You can't come here on the podcast and give me all this things of Russ never got a leader, never got this and that and that, and Dave Wiven him bye in the playoffs. That was your boy Russ. You know that, right?
I don't.
You think Russ is Kimba?
I think this is the difference. I don't think Russell Westbrook has a fraction of the talent as Dame Lillard. So Dame Lillard is a bigger underachiever.
He had Paul George and Carmelo.
That shooting ability.
He had.
Dame Lillard is a better basketball talent than Russ Westbrook. So the fact that they're even in the same conversation is a credit to Westbrook.
I think Dame's better than Russ.
That's what I said.
You think Dame better than Russ?
Yeah.
You think you're a better player than Russ?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Dame got all the tools. All of them. Maybe even more so than Steph.
But who? No.
Maybe even more so that. Okay, go ahead.
No, he doesn't. What does he do better than Steph? He does do not. He dribble the ball better. He's not even a better passer because he's not really. He's a scorer.
Steph is a turnover machine.
He does.
I think,
but I don't have a problem. I told you earlier. I don't have a problem with turnovers as much as other people does. When I played, I turned the ball over so much.
I got you.
Yeah, he's not really. But the things they do on the court, you got to live with it.
Got you. Go ahead, wrap that one up.
No. You be picking and choosing. You just be killing people. Like I don't know. I never knew you like a damn smoking mirror. I think damn is solid, man.
Just so I'm clear.
You won't text me or Bradley Beal and tell me,
Bradley Beal is the fucking truth. On God. The truth, son. The package.
I'm not.
I've been waiting for him to lead the league in scoring. I finally put it together. He did it last year.
No, he did. Steph did.
He led the league in scoring one of these last 2 years.
No, Steph. It was close. He came in second. It was Steph win. But you think he a better player than Dame?
Bradley Beal? Yes.
You crazy.
DA, give me a team. NBA champion.
The Nets. With or without Kyrie. I don't know. I feel bad because I'm not really I'm not a KD guy. Like, you know, people I just respect KD. You know what I mean? And James Harden, LaMarcus Aldridge came back. Blake's gonna be here. Millsap. That's grown-ups.
They just as old as the Lakers.
No, that is fine. But I mean they're grown-ups. I don't know, but Kevin Durant, bro, I just think he has too much to prove. I mean, not to me, because I know who he I know who he is, but I think he got to get another MVP to boost his resume, and he got to win a championship without that whole Steph Curry thing.
Fair enough.
I think and the whole Kyrie thing, you know, he's an anti-media person too. Not because he works in the media, so he's not anti-media. But I just think KD, he got the boardroom.
Oh.
I'm saying he got a lot of things to be not, motivated. Like KD should win the championship. I think everything is setting up for him.
I was never really big on the Nets because I don't think people understand. When you have these mega talents, your roster is so thin.
Yeah.
Like, they should have been able to withstand the injuries last year and got past the Bucks.
They lost their bench, though. But they rebuilt it.
When you have these three guys taking that much of the pie...
Yeah, you can.
You don't have the John Paxtons, the B.J. Armstrongs.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's why I said the Millsap. You're right. You take so much. You can't build a bench. You don't have nothing.
It's always too thin.
But they lost to Milwaukee, the Bucks last year, because Joe Harris couldn't make a shot. Mm-hmm. But they are important too. And we spoke about that. What's the guard who played for the Clippers again? Landry. Shamet. Uh-huh. All these boys are shooters, right?
Right.
When KD's going up for 47, all they need somebody to make one shot or a layup, and he didn't have that last year. But this year, you could throw the ball to LaMarcus Aldridge. Yo, give me 4 points for the next 2 minutes. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, for me, when you have KD and Kyrie, a Karis LeVert and Jared Allen is better than a Harden to me. When you think about a whole team, a whole unit, also not only in skill-wise, but in mentality-wise. When Kevin Durant and them is cooking, what's James doing? Can they find a way to impact the game even though they're not scoring? That's important. You talk about Giannis. When Chris Middleton was going on for 40, Giannis said, all right, Cole, do your thing. I'm going to go get these 20 boards. Do James Harden have that mentality?
He could. He could be the primary ball handler. He'll just distribute the ball. He'll be the point guard.
I don't know, man. I've never, even when I ain't big on the Nets because that roster's too thin. You too reliant. You only got a small margin of error.
Will, you don't. I mean, I understand what you're saying. It's easier to get roles for players like Karis LeVert and them it's easier to get them roles in the game, especially if you got.
Let me give you one last example.
Now I was just gonna tell you, you make that trade though. James Harden's a better player, and you let them figure it out. The same thing I told you with the Lakers. Like you don't say no to James Harden for Karis LeVert.
I think honestly, DA, there comes a point where it's overkill. And let's go back to the Olympics. This team, yes, they won the gold medal. They struggled.
A lot, yeah.
Because all of those guys are used to being one. You go back to the Dream Team, all of those guys were used to being one, but they were smart. These are some of the greatest basketball players in the world. Charles Barkley said, you ain't got to run a play for me. I'm going to go fucking destroy the glass.
That's a thing.
Today's superstars, they don't have that mentality.
It's harder to find roles.
So when KD was cooking, Dame Lillard was looking on the USA team like, nah. Meanwhile, Patty Mills in Australia was whipping their ass.
Yeah,
okay?
Running behind screens.
So the Nets roster is overkill to some degree. When those three guys dominate the payroll, they got to perform, right? And there's a small margin of error. Like, if one of them get injured, there's nothing coming off the bench to help them. And I'll go back to the Lakers. Rest in peace to the great Kobe Bryant. Who was it? Shaq that got injured during that Pacers series? And I think Kobe and his boys had to go get a victory. Or was it Kobe that got injured? One of those times. But either way, you got Ron Harper, you got Rick Fox, you got Glenn Rice, you got the Goon Squad. All we need is two superstars in basketball.
Yeah, even like naturally, Kobe always closed games. Mm-hmm. All these championship runs, he always closes the games. Like they would never run, like throw the ball to Shaq inside. Nah, we gonna have Kobe run the point. Kobe would just move to the point. D-Fish would do his thing, and that's how they close games. In
basketball, two superstars max. Everybody else has to have at least the mentality of
it's Golden State, Clay and Steph. Draymond just gonna plug everywhere else and run around. Like he's not really. It's like Draymond. People think like Draymond, like bro, he's just in the perfect system. Like he does his job.
And he sold out to his job.
He just commit to his job, and he got better at it. Now he could run his mouth everywhere talking about championship. Like he's like a Hall of Fame. Like he talking shit to Charles Barkley. I was like,
he gonna fuck around and steal the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Nah, he keep like I'm telling you, that's a perfect example.
But he does all the little things around, like all the dirty work. Steph don't want to go and gotta go on the floor. He could switch on the pick and rolls, and that's basketball for you. So I understand what you're saying. You don't need all these stars to win. But that's the culture now in the league, which is disappointing. Because it kills too much other. Like the Rockets was a championship team 2 years ago, bro.
Which one, Harden and Westbrook?
Harden and Westbrook.
Harden and Paul.
Paul, yeah, a couple years ago, and then that just died. Now he go to the Nets. Now the Rockets is no more. Mm-hmm. So, but we need all these franchises to be competing. I don't like all the guys ganging up. Like it's like. But I understand what you're saying. Mm-hmm. But you don't pass on Karis LeVert for James Harden. You take that, bro.
If I got KD and Kyrie, maybe.
Look how you doing with Kyrie now.
Of course, we didn't foresee that, but yeah, I might have buttressed that with that roster. Now we need some goons, and we good.